Thank you. Thank you. And now let us see how you've progressed. I am, let us say, a belted earl, strolling down a London mall, looking for something on which to squander a pocketful of golden guineas. And then you approach. Subtly, always subtly. We must not permit his lordship to observe you trying to put the finger on it. Now, come ahead. Fair. I do believe you've deceived his lordship. It had to be an eye, or worse yet, a nod. You'd be in the stocks by now. Now.
Oh, do I have to try again?
Of course. I'm now a young blood, wise in the ways of the world, wary. Oh, you'll have to be smart to get the best of this young man. Well, hurry. The young man's almost home. What splendid, Rudy, splendid. When you're a man, you'll be a proud pocket worthy of your gypsy ancestors.
The Romany didn't pick pockets.
Well, worthy of my teaching, then, huh?
Unless I get free first.
You're still thinking of running away. Oh, it pained me to see you brought back in manacles.
I told him I'd been stolen from my tribe.
But I held your bill of sale, huh? Orlando, charlatan and thief, assassin even. But while he holds your bill of sale, the law is on his side. Rudy, there is no justice in the world.
I know that.
Well, no more such dismal thoughts. Start up the dinner fire.
What for? We don't got anything to eat.
We don't got any... Oh, are you sure?
When they drove us out of that last town, you saw them smash the food cupboard.
The cruel men of Blue Licks, Kentucky, huh? Well, hocus pocus, one for me, and one for you. Well, too bad they're not real, huh? Well, I can't let us starve. I'll prophesy. We shall eat. Shall eat. Yes, sir, my boy, we're going to eat.
You prophesied that yesterday.
The Blue Licks men are still after us.
Shall I hitch up?
No, they'll hear us if we move. I'll reconnoiter.
Daniel Boone, what a doer, what a dream comer truer was he. From the coonskin cap on the top of old Dan to the heel of his rawhide shoe, the ripperest, roaringest, fightingest man the frontier ever knew. Oh, Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man, with an eye like an eagle and as tall as a mountain was he. Oh, Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man, and he fought for America to make all Americans free. Daniel Boone was a doer, what a dream comer truer was he. Daniel Boone, Daniel Boone.
These fine samples of furs from Kentucky, I'm bound to make the long journey to St. Louis town. These fine furs, as I've said, marten and beaver and fox, silver and red.
Those holes hot, I say. Put more leaves on it. I want lots of smoke. Welcome guest. Oh, we dine in company.
Your fire and my mallard?
I thought you was a Blue Licks man.
Why Blue Licks?
Well, a town, but I have many grateful friends. You see, I'm a physician as well as a seer into the future.
So I noticed.
Yeah, make yourself comfortable while I prepare our dinner for the table in a style much admired by the Tsar of Montenegro, with whom I used to hunt the wild boar in his preserves.
Well, I don't think I know him.
Oh, a true gentleman, as well as a monarch. Oh, these are superb.
Well, I'd say they're about average, I guess.
Oh, no, superb, sir, superb. I speak as a connoisseur.
Well, all the better when I go to sell them.
Yeah, well, I predict that you will be surprised. Fortunately, the mallet feeds itself upon the wild celery, thereby seasoning herself to our palates. Ergo, we require no herbs. You do have, however, I trust, a few grains of salt.
Well, you're not very well provisioned.
I'm accustomed to depending upon servants.
I suppose that is kind of handy.
Yes, in my own mansion at home, of course. Not, however, when I must answer the needs of the injured and sick in the wilderness. Observe how I season the bird quite evenly all about the outside. Place it just in the right situation over the fire. It must not be too high. It must stay there just a moment.
I remember my wife saying that a wild duck well prepared should fly at least once over the hot coals.
Oh, a very perspicacious lady. Oh, yes. You see, the skin is browning nicely. In a moment, there will be a tiny, sudden explosion, at which time the bird will be done to perfection. Is, as it were, a call to arms. A positive Lucullan feast, I want it. Here, golden brown on the outside and on the inside, as rosy as the rising sun. Such aroma, and the flavor, too, I want it.
Well, you almost missed your supper, son.
Well, I wouldn't want the boy to overeat.
Well, now, I don't think it'll hurt him just this once.
Aren't you going to dine with us?
No, I think I'll just pick up the rest of my furs.
You what? I warn you, this is my castle. To enter that door is burglary. Rudy, get my rifle.
Rudy, you finish your dinner. Down on your knees. Now stick your hands through those wheels.
Don't you dare go in there. The knife first of my own. Not even a common thief. Rudy! You thieving cutpurse. There you renegade father, those are my furs. They're not of your back. You're not more than a common thief. Rudy, free me from this. I'll have my revenge on you. Rudy, cut me free. Rudy, get my rifle. Hold up, speak. You thieving cutpurse. Let me free you. I'll be revenged on you.
Mister,
Hang on to your coat, son.
Rudy.
mister, oh, mister,
Rudy. Rudy.
oh, mister. Didn't want to steal your furs.
Well, now you didn't, did you? See, here they are.
What do they call you?
Why?
Orlando thinks the whole world's made to be his fool, and you just now shown him it ain't without half trying.
I'm Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone.
What's your name?
Rudy.
I'm glad to know you, Rudy.
I'm a bound boy. Orlando's my master.
Well, I'm real sorry to hear that.
You don't mind?
I mind a man being owned, son.
You going home with your catch?
Mm-hmm. Kind of a long way around, by way of St. Louis.
That is long. Well, thank you for shaking hands with me.
Good luck, Rudy.
Rudy, come here and free me at once. I thought you'd run off with that redneck villain.
He didn't ask me.
That's what you wish he had, huh? Well, so do I. I'd have had him in the quad for man-stealing.
Not Daniel Boone, you wouldn't.
Daniel Boone? What's Daniel Boone to you, or to me either?
Daniel Boone's the freest man I ever heard about. He's off to St. Louis.
St. Louis, huh? How long will he be gone? Well, just getting there and coming back, it'd take 2 weeks. 2 weeks away from Boonesboro. Rudy, do you know what I'm going to do for Daniel Boone? I'm going to forgive him for the pain and the humiliation. I'm even going to forgive him for breaking into my castle. Hitch up, boy. We're on our way to Boonesboro.
Will you hold your mug still? All right, light or dark. Speak up.
Hey, Cincinnatus, fill her up again with dark.
Just exactly how many of me do you think there are? What difference does it make? You ain't paid me for the last one yet. All right, now speak up, light or dark. Come on, speak up.
Cincinnatus?
Well, Mingo. You gotta forgive me. What do you got there?
A broken whetstone.
Well, what with these yahoos being on my back waiting for Daniel to come back with their fur money, I just clean forgot that I got anything around here that don't come out of a cave.
Yahoos?
Yes, yahoos. Get out of my view. All right, now, I tell you, it's a downright pleasure to have a customer come in here that's honest. Now, what can I do for you?
Whetstone.
Oh, whetstone. Let me see now. Check my stock here. Must be in this old box. Well, I got a lot of good bargains here. How about this rabbit and plane? Huh? It's good shape.
Just a whetstone, Cincinnatus.
Can't use it, huh? Well, then, let's see. Let's look up here in this end of the box.
To the best.
I'm busy, can't you see? I seen it here yesterday. I know it's got it here someplace.
Cincinnatus, I said to the best.
And I said I am busy. I've got a customer here.
Well, what do you think I am?
What do you look like? Well, you just take a look at this and use your imagination.
He's got credit, ain't he?
How about my share of that? The best fur catch from 17 and 58 out in the strong room, huh?
Yeah, how about that? What do you got to say to that?
Why don't you gentlemen wait until Daniel gets back from St. Louis, huh?
I wished I'd have sold mine to that fur buyer that come by.
That fella Orloff that wanted to buy 1,000 pounds of fur for less than 100? That's why Daniel went to St. Louis.
Well, at least I could buy a mug of rum and not get insulted.
Why don't you take your furs out now? You could probably still catch up with Daniel.
Well, that ain't what I mean.
Well, then just exactly what do you mean?
What I mean is that for 2 coppers, I'd take this keg of beer and I'd break it over your fat head.
Well, go ahead.
I'm ready for you.
Gentlemen, don't you hear what I hear? That sounds like a medicine show.
A medicine show?
Yes, a medicine show.
Oh, I tell you, that was close, Mingo. I was glad you was here. I tell you what, with nothing to do, them fellas had broken my back.
Cincinnatus, now may I have my whetstone?
Oh, Mingo, why don't you just look for it yourself?
Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, I invite you to step in out of the inclement weather. Come, gather close, boys and girls, if you will. Come into this friendly circle.
You're going to need a lot more water for that elixir.
Greetings, dear friends. Greetings from Orlando the prophet, Orlando the seer.
And here for a profit, no doubt. Hey, when's the show start?
Oh, be patient, good friend, be patient. All will be revealed in time. Orlando is here to amaze and instruct you. Orlando is here to heal you, as he has healed the Tsar of Montenegro, now the most vigorous monarch in all Europe. All Orlando asks is your confidence, dear friend.
Blue Licks Kentucky all over, and I can't even run away.
Quite a load you have there, son.
You just go on about your scalping engine and let me alone.
And now, good friends, my magic wand. I invite you, sir. Please examine my wand. Pass it among your friends. I merely want you to assure yourself and your friends that it is constructed of nothing more or less than solid wood. Are you convinced? Just wood, sir. Would you be good enough to return it? Thank you, sir. And now, with this scarf, a simple, ordinary scarf, I beg you to cover the magic wand.
All right.
Now, with both your hands, grasp the wand. This is merely to convince you and your friends that you grasp nothing in your hands but the wand and the scarf. Are you agreed, sir? Are you quite sure? I'm afraid you're mistaken.
Well, how'd you do that? I don't know. I was looking real close. I couldn't tell. Yeah, well, keep an eye on his sleeve. That's how it's done.
Oh, you are sharp, sir. Very sharp indeed. But since that is your opinion, and you are surely entitled to it, I beg you to observe me further. Nothing up my sleeve.
Hey.
Oh, sure, sir. Never fear. I don't mean to purloin it. However, it will do you little good without some fire, eh? Stand back, if you please. Stand back, and I'll afford you the fiery assist. Now.
Hey. Hey, after that, I guess whatever you're selling, I got to buy, huh?
Orlando, good friend, does not sell. Orlando gives insight and help.
All right, I'll take one of each.
My gift is for the many, not the few. For you, your wife, your children, those lucky enough to possess them. Tomorrow evening, I will conduct here a seance of health. You are all invited, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, and bring your friends. It will be your only opportunity to gain the helpful medicine recommended by His Majesty the Tsar of Montenegro. Until then, dear friends, I bid you adieu. Elixir for general run-down condition, elixir for the bloat, elixir for puniness in infants. We're going to need some more weak blood conditioner.
What color?
Purple's rich. You know, this is a better town than Smoky Joe. I predict 10 pounds clear profit from this one seance. 12, maybe 15 if all goes well.
You could have sold a batch to them you had outside.
I thought you remembered Blue Licks, Kentucky. Never again will I work a town piecemeal. One seance in each place, and one only. Then out fast with the whole take before some sorehead starts trouble.
Why not get it over with? Why wait till tomorrow night?
After all I've taught you, milk the territory, boy. There are houses and farms all around the fort. Here, I'll finish this elixir. You take a packet of flyers and work up a crowd. And don't miss anyone. And keep your eyes and ears open. Remember my teaching.
I know how prophesying is done. You stay away from me. I didn't do nothing to you.
Wouldn't you like a cup of milk with that?
Here, Mom, some milk. Okay. Hi.
Israel, why don't you get the young man a cup of milk?
Sure.
Why don't you come sit on the front porch? You'll be much more comfortable.
Here, take your darn old bread. I don't want it.
You're more than welcome to it. Go on, keep it. Go on.
Here. Go ahead. You were thirsty.
Come on, son. Sit on the porch. Come on. Come on, now.
Ma, can I have a slice of bread?
Yes, just one. I don't want to spoil your lunch. Oh, it's so fresh, it's going to be hard to cut. There you go, Israel. And don't you dare leave my good Sheffield knife out here to rust.
No, ma'am.
I'll get you another cup of milk.
She'd take my hide off if I did. It is a beauty, isn't it? Pa ordered it all the way from England for my mom's birthday. What do they call you? Rudy now. Orlando the Prophet. Who's he? A man. Well, I didn't think he was an elephant. I mean, what does he do? He looks into the future. What does he see when he looks? When he sees something bad about to happen to a man, it most generally does. What if he sees something good? That ain't how a prophet works.
Don't worry, lad. I've done my scalping for this afternoon.
He's just funning you. That's Mingo, my father's friend. I'm his real Boone. Daniel Boone? Pa's away. This is my mother, Mrs. Boone. Tomorrow evening at the fort, be sure to come. It's Orlando the Prophet. What's wrong with him? Hey, Rudy! Wait!
What kind of man is this?
I've seen him. I believe the boy is his bondservant.
Poor child. I know what that means.
Boris Montenegro? Rudy?
Something, my young friend?
Yes, sir. I'm looking for...
Orlando the Prophet, hmm?
You him?
Oh, yes, I see your problem. Oh, biliousness is in the eyes. But you'll have to wait till the seance. A rule enjoined by the inflexible necessities of science.
Yes, sir. But the Tsar of Montenegro was named Savant. I learned that in school. So was his father.
Well, indeed. Well, my young scholar, you'd best keep that to yourself, hmm?
Some prophet. Doesn't even know geography. Rudy! Open up! Listen, I saw you come through the gate. All I want to do is talk to you. Rudy! do you want? Get out of here.
Sure.
You thought I was bawling, didn't you? Well, I was.
What made you run off like that?
Nothing. I had things to do. I almost stole your mother's knife back there.
Well, you didn't.
You talk like your father.
Do you know him?
Daniel Boone shook hands with me.
Why wouldn't he? Oh, on account of your father?
My father? Orlando? He is a Gitano.
What?
A Gentile. I am a Romany, a gypsy, you would say.
You mean the gypsy stole you when you were a baby?
The Gentiles stole me from my tribe.
Oh, I always heard it the other way.
Among the Rom, I am a prince, descended from Alexander the Great.
I never knew he was a gypsy.
Then why, after he had conquered the whole world, did he say, "Bah, enough, take care of yourselves," and break his golden crown to show he was king no more? Wander away in his caravan, drawn by horses, singing, flirting, and laughing.
That isn't how my book says it.
Because a Romany is a free man. Orlando is my master. He owns me.
How could he? You can't be a slave.
I am his bound boy.
That's only for 7 years.
Only 7 years if he keeps me. If he sells me before my time is up, it can be another 7 years. So on with the next master and the next.
But that's not right. According to law, I mean. Sure wish I could buy you free.
You can't. That's why you wish it.
Listen, Rudy, why don't you tell me where you're going after you leave here? And then I'll tell my pa when he gets back.
Oh, even if we ever know, it costs too much.
How much?
90 pounds, 100 maybe, maybe more. Maybe even more than Orlando thinks there is in this whole town. And he always thinks too big.
Does he, huh? Well, listen, you're leaning against more than that right now.
Don't joke with my freedom.
I'm not joking. See that strong house?
Money?
Furs.
Your father's?
Everybody's. Worth better than 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds.
Once a dishonest fur buyer tried to get him for practically nothing. Pa said he'd see him in the hot place first, and went to St. Louis with samples to sell directly to Mr. Chateau's house. Want to go home with me?
No, I got work ahead of me.
So have I. My chores.
Well, go do them then, huh? Go on.
I will. See ya. Rudy, you've got to get free. You just got to.
Thank you for telling me.
All I meant was,
I'll do what I have to.
so will I. I'll do what I can, too.
Just go. There's nothing else that you can do.
I can. I can try.
man. Are you angry with the wood?
No, ma'am.
Well, what then?
Nothing. Nothing I can do anything about.
Well, maybe I can.
Could you give me 100 pounds?
100 pounds?
That's how much it'd cost to buy Rudy's freedom.
Oh. 100 pounds is an awful lot of money, Israel.
I know that. Ma, you were a bound girl.
I was lucky I met your father.
I know that, but Rudy says if Orlando sells him before his time's up, Rudy will have to serve another 7 years bound to someone else. That ain't so, Ma, is it?
It is and it isn't, son.
What?
Well, it depends on the situation. There's an old common law called bona fide purchaser for value.
Bona fide?
Purchaser for value. Means that if a man sells something, even though he has no legal right to it, the man who bought it from him still owns it.
Maybe for things or cows.
For people too, Israel. Those who are owned by other people.
It's not fair.
It's a very bad law.
What happens?
At the inn where I work, there was an old bondwoman who'd been passed from master to master that way ever since she was a little girl.
All that time? Never free at all? Rudy can be a slave his whole life long.
It's possible, son.
Not fair. It's not fair.
Israel?
Let him go, Rebecca. A young man who likes to feel that he's fairly grown up doesn't want anybody to see him cry. Not even his own mother.
Trappers? Nothing. Scum! I spit on you.
I gave out all the flyers.
Well, I accept my congratulations.
What happened?
And I scraped bottom, buying rum for that scum in order to soften them up for the seance. And then they tell me there isn't a sixpence of hard cash among the lot of them.
How much would you take from me?
That's something I'll soon know.
Would you sell me to myself?
To yourself?
I want to buy my bill of sale.
What with? Your fleas?
This.
That's White Fox. Where'd you get it?
Will you sell me my freedom?
What do I care who owns you? Where did you get it?
How much is my price?
How much of this stuff is there?
Would you take 50 pounds for me?
50 pounds? Well, I paid close to that for you when you were a raw kid. With all I've taught you, I could get 100 from any gull in Philadelphia. More. Why, they'd fight to buy your bill of sale.
It's a long way to Philadelphia. You can't get there without money.
Now, there's 75 pounds in that cash from which this came?
Is that my price?
I asked you a question. Well, I don't have much choice, do I?
75 pounds is my price.
All right, it's a deal. But that better be 75 pounds in that cash, just for your sake.
There is.
Oh, now, where is it?
First, there's something you've got to promise.
I promise you a good hiding.
You've got to promise not to take any more than just exactly what'll pay for me.
All right.
Promise on your solemn oath?
Not my solemn oath, I promise. Now, where is it? anaconda. I can't guess how much of this stuff there is in here.
1,000 pounds.
Yeah. All right, start loading it on.
Which ones?
Which ones? All of it.
You promised me.
I promised you a good hiding. We're taking all of it. Now start loading.
No. I don't want my freedom bad enough having to steal everything these people have got.
Don't worry, you're not getting it. Now start loading.
It's crazy to trust you.
Me or anybody else. At least that much I've taught you. All right, start loading on.
Rudy sure is gonna be surprised. He didn't think we could help.
Well, we'll do the best we can, son. Of course, the law is on Orlando's side. He may not want to wait for his money, or he may want more money than we can afford.
But Ma says, they're gone.
Yes.
Well, what's become of him? Where is he?
You know just about as much as we do.
Hello, Mingo. Well, the seance was tonight.
Hey, when he found out there wasn't a lick of money in town to buy his elixir.
You know, if looks could have killed, we'd have been dead men.
When Martha read that the prophet had an elixir for rheumatiz, why, she sent me in for a bottle.
He's no prophet, Mr. Loomis. He didn't even know that Tsar Montenegro's name is...
Israel.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to tell her. Her hopes are awful high.
That's the trouble with men like Orlando, Israel. They scavenge in the hopes of good people.
Poor Rudy.
Israel, come along. This wagon has been backed up in front of the strong house.
Couldn't have got in. Still locked. What's that?
A picklock.
A what?
Empty.
Orlando must have stolen them. Should I go tell him?
They killed him.
Rudy, too?
Go tell your mother that I'm going after them. Now, if I'm not back with the furs by tomorrow night, she should let everybody know. I'll leave signs so that they can follow.
Yes, sir.
Any Baltimore fence would give me 600-700 pounds for those furs. Maybe 8. Yes, I'm going to hold out for 8.
Here.
Where's yours?
Not hungry.
Well, it's your belly. You know, you got my dander up last night with your stubbornness. You could have brought all Boonesboro down around our ears. We'll talk about your freedom after I've sold those furs.
You never will.
Wager? Your freedom against,
I don't want my freedom at that cost.
you had your chance. You've nobody but yourself to blame for losing it.
You think you're not being trailed right now? By the best?
Daniel Boone is in St. Louis.
Mingo ain't.
The Indian?
He'll have your scalp along with those furs.
Oh, lad, you forget what I taught you. Even if I didn't lose the savage when I backtracked, I buried the trail on that outcropping of rock.
He'll pick it up.
By scent? Like an animal?
Look there. The bucket's gone.
You cursed gypsy! You left him a trail! Oh, forgive me. I should be thanking you instead.
For what?
For putting me on my guard. And we'll wait here for your Indian friend and hope that he finds us.
You can't handle him.
Well, not in combat, no. No, but the civilized brain versus the savage brawn. That's Orlando the Prophet style. Come on.
You know what I'm doing? And you'll learn soon enough.
A trap gun to kill Mingo. I'll kill you!
You're not going to kill anyone. Get there and lie still if you know what's good for you. Now, you stay there.
You've lost out! I'll tell Mingo!
Come back here, you little villain. Come.
Orlando?
Is he dead?
You did kill me, lad. Though I still don't know just how.
Oh, no, no.
He's ashamed of being smart. Oh, lad. A gull who can outgull Orlando the Prophet can outgull the whole wide world.
Let me.
It's yours.
My bill of sale. My freedom.
The wagon, too, is yours. As I taught you better than I knew. You start where I left off. And when they ask you how you came to be so wise, you tell them Orlando the...
It's all over for him, boy.
I'm finished. So am I. Good, we just ran out of paint. That's good. It's glorious. Well, you put the barrel away. I'll go tell them to come. Come on out. We're finished. Do you like it?
Yes, but what is it, Rudy? The broken crown of Alexander the Great.
Well, now, how in tarnation did you know that?
I read it in a book once. It's an old Romany legend.
He was Rudy's ancestor, and when he was through conquering the world, he said, "Oh, you people go rule yourselves," and broke his crown, because gypsies like to be free.
And now I am free.
Well, you're not leaving us already.
I heard there were Romany tribes nearby, and they will help me find my own people.
Do you mind if I ride along with you, Rudy?
I would be proud. Goodbye, Mrs. Boone.
Goodbye, Rudy, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Boone.
Goodbye, Rudy.
Goodbye, Rudy, and hurry back.
I will. And when I do, I'll be wearing a velvet jacket and a golden earring.
Up you go.
Miss ya. Goodbye, free friends.
Well, I never thought I'd be entertaining the prince.